All right, today we're going to talk a little bit about verb phrases. And a phrase means it's not a complete sentence, okay? It's just a portion of what makes up a complete sentence. So in this part, it's the verb part, okay, the predicate part. So a verb phrase, and you're going to need a highlighter and a pen. I'm going to start with a highlighter again. And a verb phrase, let's go ahead and highlight that. Verb phrase, this is on page 109, by the way, I apologize. 109 in the English Workshop book. A verb phrase consists of a main verb preceded by at least one helping verb, also called an auxiliary verb. So there's a lot of terminology you're learning here. I like the word helping because it makes the verb work, it helps it out. Besides all forms of the verb be, helping verbs also include. So remember the be list that we just did on the assignment before, all these be verbs, is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, plus all those kind of combinations. So it's all of those, okay? A helping verb is all the be verbs plus these right here. So let's go ahead and make a highlight around their box again, so these stick out, and maybe even tab this page, page 109, as something you come back and look at as you're doing the assignments today or later. Okay, so I want to point out, notice how helping verbs work together, okay, with the main verbs to make a verb phrase. So here's an example. Is leaving, there's the verb, and then this is leaving helps it. May become, might have been, had seemed, should move, must have thought, shall be going, could jump, does sing. So these are all, in the bold print, are all the helping verbs. Let's underline those, the helping verbs. And then the verb next to them, it's what they're helping. Okay, sometimes the parts of a verb phrase are interrupted. Ooh, this is a big deal here. Are interrupted by other parts of speech. Did you finish your history paper? So it's interrupted with the pronoun, the noun in the sentence, the subject, did finish. So there would be our helping verb and verb, and it's interrupted. You could always stay at my house. So here's the helping verb and the verb. Always is an adverb. It's saying how often, okay? So it's interrupted with an adverb there. Up here it's interrupted with a pronoun. So we just have to be aware of that as we're looking for them. The word not is always an adverb. Let's look at that. Let's really circle that, because that happens quite often in this assignment. The word not is always an adverb, and it's going to interrupt. It is never part of the verb phrase. Let's underline that. It is never a part of the verb phrase, even when it is joined to a verb as the contraction. So not, the contraction part at the end, okay? We would not have left by that time. So the verb phrase is would have. This is the adverb. It's interrupting. Left, okay, have left. Helping verb and verb. We wouldn't have left. So the NT part of it is the adverb. Would have left. There it is again. It's just a shortened version of the word not. So really the helping verb is would have, and the verb is left. So that's the verb phrase, not the word not or the end of the contraction. All right, so let's look at the assignment. Exercise 15 at the bottom of page 109. We're going to identify verbs and verb phrases. So we're going to underline the verbs and the verb phrases in the following sentences. Hint, parts of verb phrases may be separated by other words. That's just what we said right here. So let's remember that. Part may be separated by other words. So let's look at the first one. Our plane should arrive around 2 p.m. So we have the helping verb, should, which was right up here. And we have the verb arrive. Okay, we've underlined it. Number one, let's do it together. We will not be staying in Richmond Friday. So here's the helping verb, will be, staying is the verb, not is the adverb interrupting it. So notice I didn't underline it. Now I want you to do number 2 through 20 and look for interrupting words and look for the contraction not at the end of a word, okay, at the end of the contraction, at the end of that helping verb. And so let's do these and pause this, do them all, and then turn it back on and we'll check them. All right, let's start checking these. Let's check number 2 through 7 here. You may want to pause the video. And then we're going to check number 8 through 20 on this page. You may want to pause the video. Okay, I want you to make corrections if you need to. And I want you to ask questions if you need to, because I really want you to understand these. All right, so right now, I think you're done with this lesson. You may have another one to do, I'm not sure. Let's see what's assigned for today, but this is the end of the Verb Phrases lesson. Good job.